So what I want to do today is I want to talk about the most basic, fundamental thing that you want to be understanding when it comes to hitting the golf ball, because it's easy to get lost in golf. You start watching certain videos and trying different ideas, and all of a sudden you're down a rabbit hole. So this video is always going to bring you back to basics to understand exactly what it is that we're trying to do in the golf swing. The first thing that I want you to do and understand is that when we hit the golf ball, when you're making contact with the ball, you want to make sure that the relationship between your shoulder to the club head is in a straight line. So my hands are ahead, not like so, like so. And then therefore my trail hand will sit like this. And as you can see, this kind of creates a triangular shape. Okay, so if we're focusing on the relationship between both shoulders and my hands, when I'm going to hit the golf ball, we're looking for this type of hitting relationship here. Now, you are going to improve your impact and your contact, I think, by working on impact drills. So when you're sort of learning to hit the golf ball, I actually think sort of setting it up with the hands a little bit forward, open up your body just a little bit, which we'll come to, so you can create this sort of setup position of this sort of solid triangular shape is a good thing to be able to feel. So not only do you want to set up a little bit that way, the second thing that you want to do is maintain this triangular relationship on the way back and on the way through. So what I mean by this is, I take my normal setup, and that would look like so, but because we're really focusing on the basics of hitting the ball, I'm going to introduce a bit of shaft lean. I'm just going to open up my body slightly, so I've got this little triangular shape. I'm going to take the club back, not too far, because I don't want to start rotating too much. I just want to feel that I'm maintaining this triangular structure, and then as I swing through, same again. See where I am here? Maintaining this sort of structural position. So I've just got a little 9-9 here. I'm only going to hit the ball sort of 70, 80 yards, like so. So the hands never, or the club head, I'm trying to feel like the club head never overtakes the hands. It's very much a feeling, but it's something that I really like when it comes to the basics of hitting the ball. Okay, so again, set up like so, take it back and take it through like this. Now, for many of you, that'll feel like, okay, that feels pretty good. And you might experiment with that and try and hit some shots and notice that when you do that, a couple of things happen. One, ball tends to go over towards the right-hand side for a right-handed golfer. Or two, that you notice that you end up hitting more the top of the ball. So the confusion lies really is that too many golfers, which is, when you think about it logically, it doesn't make sense, but too many golfers think, oh, you've got to square the face by really rolling your arms. What you do in post-impact isn't really going to influence your impact area. So again, if I get set up in my triangular structure, I take it back. As I bring the club down, you do have to introduce a little bit of forearm rotation to square the face, but then obviously you don't need any more past that point. So if you do start to kind of work on this exercise and you like the feeling of it, but you notice the way that you feel like you still need to do a bit of this to square the face, then what I'm saying is no, just practice doing it slowly. So here I am again, slowly bring it down, look at my left arm, see the way I just rotate my left arm towards the target, like so, like this. That's the feeling you want to be having and you want to be creating. So all of a sudden you can practice that and you'll start to notice and get a feeling that you don't need to manipulate the club to be able to hit it straight, and you understand it's a little bit lead arm, forearm rotation. Aside from that then, what about mis-hitting it? Okay, well the mis-hitting it will come from your body. So if you're somebody who is doing this sort of structure, but you're noticing that you're hitting the top of the ball and your natural inclination is to do this to get to the back of it, then this is the correct hit, but you should be down here. See the difference? If I keep my body down as I'm rotating, I can get that club. See how low that club stays to the ground for as long as possible. Because again, that's the type of feeling that we want to have. So to be able to do that, what you need to do is you need to make sure your hips are pointing down to the ground. So my belt buckle's pointing down towards my lead ankle. See the way that kind of moves my pelvis back and behind me? My chest is pointing down to the left side of the golf ball here. All my weight's on that lead side, and that just gives me that ability to rotate like so while staying down on the back of the golf ball. And all of a sudden then you'll be able to maintain this structure, hitting the ball, like I said earlier, 70, 80 yards, not too far, but you're starting to learn how to hit the golf ball with really solid fundamentals. That's a big thing that I encourage all my students to work on, both with people that come through that door, but also the golfers that work with online. So there is absolutely no reason why you guys shouldn't be doing it too. I'll see you soon.